Good afternoon, everybody. Walter Kirk here again with another episode of 3K Consultants Creative Ideas of the Day. Today I have as my guests, as you can see, the cast and crew from Apache Junction, a movie that just came out and is live in the movie theaters and streaming online as well. I'll let everybody introduce themselves one by one. So y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Danielle Gross. I play Mary Prim in the movie.
Hi, I'm Ricky Lee, and I play Wasco in the movie.
How are you? I'm Dom Pontiac. I play Gorn Hollow.
Hi, everyone. I'm Juana Choi, and I'm one of the co-executive producers of Apache Junction.
Woo woo!
Welcome, everybody. So we'll get started here, and let's go ahead and talk about the movie. What is the premise behind the movie, and each of your roles in the movie, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Go ahead, Danielle. You go first.
Yeah, I was just going to say a young, ambitious reporter comes to our town of Outlaws with the intention of writing a really great story about this crazy place, and soon finds herself in a lot of hot water and needs the help of our hero, Jericho Ford, played by Stuart Townsend. Oh, and then my role. So I play Mary Prim. She is a lady of the night, and Jericho Ford's love interest. Yeah, strong lady who's been there a little bit too long.
And you're very wonderful, by the way.
Thank you, Ricky. Ricky's also my publicist.
Don't tell everybody. I mean, just send me the money, okay? Hi, I'm Ricky Lee. I play Wasco in the movie. My character is Native American, and he's a very interesting character because he has a long history with Jericho Ford, which is Stuart Townsend. And we happen to be roommates, best friends, and outlaws. Woo-woo.
My name is Dom Pontiac. I play Gorn Hollow. My character is also Native American, but I'm also a very big outlaw. And my character helps set the tone for the lawlessness in the town, and I go heads up in the classic, old dust up Dukaroo Western fight with Stuart Townsend, and Robert Sims was our fight coordinator who came up with a really nice fight scene for us to do. And the funny thing is we filmed this movie in 2 parts of the year. And the first time when director Justin Lee told me, he said, Pontiac, head to wardrobe. That was the first time I knew that I was going to play the character. But at the time I was over 300 pounds. And then COVID struck, and then, we didn't come back for another 9 months or so. So it gave me an opportunity to drop some of the weight, because I would have never been able to shoot that fight sequence, hours on end the way that we did, carrying over 300 pounds. So I'm glad that I had the opportunity to bring the weight down and shoot the fight scene successfully. And, it set the tone for the rest of the movie, and all the characters did a really good job.
You did a great job, bro.
Thank you.
So I think we have a couple of clips from the movie. Do you want to start first, Ricky? You want to do yours?
Sure.
And then we'll go to Danielle's.
Sure. I believe the clip that we're going to see is the night of Annabelle, who's Scout Taylor Compton, and Stuart Townsend Jericho have been in town. Annabelle catches a stray bullet. Jericho brings her back for me to nurse her back to health. So he brings her back to our hideout cabin. I doctor her during the day. The scene starts at night. And I walk in the scene, and Jericho wants to know if she's going to live.
She will live. I've seen that look in your eye many times before. Jericho. Jericho, where are you going? Jericho, where are you going?
Think.
To kill someone.
It's so obvious.
That will solve nothing.
I don't need any of your preaching today. Just let me get it done.
The clip you have of me is it's with my character Mary talking outside with Annabelle Angel, again played by Scout Taylor Compton, and we're kind of discussing life in Apache Junction. And I proposed to her that she might be the solution to some of our problems, and that she might be able to use her story to our benefit.
There are people here that are just trying to live their lives. They like having a small piece of earth where they aren't judged every day. We all may be misfits, but it helps go down a bit smoother, knowing society and inflicting its view of law and order upon us.
So, as far as upcoming projects, besides this, do any of you have any upcoming projects after this?
I do. I'm in something that I'm very excited about. It's a show on Stars called Heels. It's set in the world of small time professional wrestling in the Deep South. And the season finale is actually this Sunday. So tune in. I'm in that. Great show, really great show. Filmed it in Atlanta, kind of in between our two blocks of shooting, Apache Junction. So the timing really worked out.
Anybody else got anything going on?
Yeah, well, I'd like to say something about my heart project, and that is Whispers in the Wind. Whispers in the Wind is a MMIW film, Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women. It's a very close subject to my heart. Juana was one of the producers on that film, and Pontiac was he's our first AD and also a kick-ass actor on that film too.
Thank you.
You guys are going to love it. I've seen it. We're going to have a final cut probably in the next couple of weeks, and I've seen it. We've been asked to submit it to Sundance, and I'm very proud of it. You guys are going to be really surprised.
Awesome.
Juana?
And I'm collaborating on a couple of films right now. We're just kind of in the early stages of development. It's going to be a Western in New Mexico. And then I'm doing one that's like a sports film that involves MMA fighters. And then there's another one we're doing it's called Paranormal Investigators. It started out as an indie project, but we're going to make a feature film out of it. So it was filmed in Seattle. 3 young kids go and they start a business to try to be ghost hunters. So they find a lady that has a spirit in her house, and they follow her around, and they're eradicating all the bad ghosts in the house. It's kind of comedic and a kind of a take on Ghostbusters and aliens at the same time. So So that's gonna be fun.
I was about to say Ghostbusters.
Yeah. So that's in post-production, and we should be done in a few months.
So y'all had mentioned about COVID. How did that affect what went on set? And it's how long did it take to film it? And then how did COVID interrupt? And did it cause any issues? And if so, how did y'all work around those issues?
It's like, how didn't it affect anything? Because I mean, we were like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think we were like 2 to 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
And then we got a notice. I think we were the last movie that was filming in New Mexico. And the governor sent a notice out to the set and said, hey, you guys got to shut down. And we thought, okay, fine, we're going to be back in a couple of days, no problem. Well, as we all know, that didn't happen, right?
Yeah. And then it was 8 months later. And funny enough, so we weren't able to go back to our original set in Santa Fe because they had since painted over the entire thing for another production.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they weren't gonna reverse everything with our budget. So they found a Western set around Joshua Tree and then just did their best to match it. And by that time we only had a week left of filming maybe. And that, we had a COVID safety protocol person on set every day. We were getting tested, I think, every other day. Masks, staying mostly outdoors, that sort of thing. Nobody was going out, hanging out that much, while we were shooting. So it was I think we were all very nervous that somebody was going to come, there was going to be a positive test. And then we were going to be like, oh my gosh, we're not shutting this down again. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a very real fear. I mean, we every day you didn't know whether you're going to go to work or not.
And that was pre-vaccine. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. It was cool with the producers because they pretty much rented this whole hotel, and we were all pretty much isolated. And like she said, we didn't go out at night. We stayed isolated. We tried to protect each other and watch out for each other, but we got it done, right?
Yeah, we did. It was nice. And we tested.
And then that last day, oh, I'm sorry, Pontiac.
Well, go ahead, Juan.
Oh, no, that last day when we were over at the White Horse Ranch over by Joshua Street, I think wasn't it 2 hours before the whole state shut us down? So we made it right before the shutdown, and we were high-fiving everybody. Yes, we did it.
Wait, in Joshua Tree we got shut down?
Yeah, they shut us down.
Yeah, they shut the whole state down.
2
hours.
I did not know this.
Yeah, they were on curfew. Yeah, it was everywhere was shut down at 10 p.m. and you all had to go home and
I thought we were outside the county where that was in effect. Okay. Wow.
No, that was the whole state, a mandate thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because of COVID. So we really lucked out. We're really blessed that we were able to finish that before the shutdown.
So how long did you expect it before the COVID entered the picture? What generally for those of us that don't know about movie making and the like, what generally, how long does it generally take to film a movie like Apache Junction?
Well, this is definitely, we were definitely on a budget with this. So I would say the timeline was very compressed as far as making a movie goes. Now your locations and everything are very limited. We were basically just shooting on this Western Ranch. Juana, maybe you can speak more to that. But I think we were supposed to shoot a total of 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was about 4 weeks that maybe, yeah, you're right, Danielle. Maybe even 3.5. We had to really combine that because of the budget. And then we had to bring, our main talent back from Costa Rica because he was over there.
Oh,
he
wow.
didn't want to do the COVID test.
Right.
So we had to get around that. So yeah, it was challenging, but we got it done and we're really happy it turned out great.
But it was an amazing experience, though. All of the talent that was there, all the hard work. We had a couple of different crews because of the expansion of time in between. But to work with Trace Atkins, Thomas Jane, Trace's his wife, they all did phenomenal, and Danielle, Scott, Ricky, of course, all of our extras, myself, Nick, he came in and played a wonderful dirtbag in the ranch. It was all really fun. It was all a really good time, and how we all came together and really put a best foot forward to make this picture really happen. Was really nice.
I need to get y'all to send me a poster so I can hang it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Juana,
yeah.
do you have a poster?
I don't. Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to talk about too, because I'm really someone that supports empowering women, and this film had a lot of great characters, from the journalist with Scout Taylor Compton, and then Danielle's role. And I think it's kind of unfortunate they didn't put them on the poster, because they're two strong female characters. And so yeah, maybe next time on the next one, Danielle, we'll get your picture in there.
Maybe we can just put a poster together. We'll make one. We'll put me and we'll put Scout in it. And
yeah, we'll just
you'll
do
get
one
that.
for the
Yeah, I'll get one so I
female
can hang it like right over there.
Make sure everybody signs it for me.
Exactly.
All right, we'll send you one too.
Back to what Juana was saying about the women. I totally agree with her. I think the media synopsis got it all wrong, right? Because this film is about two women, two strong, beautiful women that are trying to survive in the Wild West. That's what this film is based on. And these two women, I think all the other central characters revolve around these two women. That's my viewpoint. And that's not my viewpoint. I was told that's Wasco's viewpoint, not mine.
Exactly.
Well, you can't have the Wild West and gunslingers without women in there. Saloon girls.
Right.
We're the business women, right, Danielle?
I mean, if you want something done, ask a woman to do it.
That's
right, baby.
And we have good plots.
So
I totally agree with all you guys, but I was really proud of this film, and as an Indigenous person, I'm proud to play Wasco, because Wasco is not the typical Native American broken English guy. Wasco is very well educated. He enjoys a good conversation with a bright lady, and actually he saves the day.
Yeah, unlike my character.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's that sophisticated, but he definitely likes to kick up dust and cause trouble. And I played a few of those characters so far, and another one that will be featured in Whispered in the Wind, a real dirtbag I play. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I want to be a first AD, and but I'm having a really good opportunity showing up and having some acting thrown my way, and I cherish it every time, and I look forward to playing more roles.
Yeah, you're a damn good actor, man.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I really like how the producers and the director and everyone involved just brought in a lot of diversity in this film. Just like Pontiac was saying, you'll see me in a couple of scenes where I'm just a townsperson running around and in the saloon and stuff. But it's great to have, women, there's natives, cowboys, and then other townspeople that come from a diverse ethnicity and background. So I really think that's great that they're bringing all that into this film. Because
feel
you
like
don't see a lot of
Western
that.
movie. Yeah, a Western movie is a really good excuse to do that, right? Because you can really say that this is a town of people from everywhere else in the world. So you can put any kind of person in it and it'll make sense.
Right.
If people run away from where they're from to go to Apache Junction.
Exactly.
And I want to give a big shout out to all the producers, and especially a big shout out to Justin Lee, the writer, director, and he's one hell of a director. I think we're going to hear a lot more from Justin Lee in our lifetimes.
Well, I look forward to seeing the movie, and I appreciate.
You haven't seen it?
No, not yet, not yet. But having y'all on now, I must go see it. So
Yeah. Well, I want to say a shout out to the producer, Damon Hillen. So
Yes.
he's the one that brought me
Right.
in and, you know, helped us. And then also
Right
our
on,
friend
Damon.
Lorena. Don't forget Lorena.
Oh yeah, Lorena.
She's awesome. Another
love you,
strong
Lorena.
female.
And Scout, we love you, Scout.
And Scout, thank you. Great
Stuart,
job.
get off your
And
butt, brother.
Stuart. Yeah. It
Damon,
was just a great
Buffalo.
cast and crew. Yeah, everybody worked well together, and you know, we just put a really good product out there. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
yeah, thank you for your message, Damon. Damon
Yeah,
sent me,
thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
and he sent me the most inspiring reply. So thank you, Damon. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I thank everybody. Thank you so much.
Well, like I said, I really appreciate y'all coming on and sharing your movie with us, sharing your thoughts and adventures per se. And as I always say at the end of these, love, kindness, and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.